Hey there, welcome to Something About Tabletop. I just got tagged to do one of these tag video things, and basically it's 5 RPG facts. Not not questions or anything, just facts. I've just written them down just then. I don't know if it's going to be interesting. Either way, I'm going to try to keep it quick so it doesn't go too long. So basically, we've got five here. I'll start with number one. Uh, you may or may not already know this about me, and these are specifically about me. Maybe a little bit about everyone from Something About Tabletop. I do fuck all prep, like quite literally write down a few things before a session. I've thought up the encounters. I'll even be flipping through the monster manual while you're playing, if I need it. Usually, I make it up and that's it. That's all I do. Um, unless it gets a little bit more complicated, like there's multiple ways people can go. I generally don't write down that much, but usually it is about 3 to 5 lines and names. Names are a big one. Like recently, I've been doing this because I'm terrible at making up names. It's always Fred, Bob, Jim. So I write down names, just first and last names, women, men, orc, or whatever. If it's a fantasy setting, elven names, and that's it. That's all I do. Okay, and number two, as I do no prep, I change shit all the time, depending on what's happening. Like quite often, I have derailed myself. I will change the whole story that I've already thought that I was going to do, or F it up when I was saying it, and just run with that. And I do that all the time. I've fucked up multiple stories that I have thought of, and then just changed it because it's better that way, or it's too late. I've gone too deep now. So yeah, there's that one. And also like just to add on that, I fluff dice when I need to. Ooh, spooky, scary. But other than that, as a DM by the way, because I'm a perma GM, that's a free fact for you. I mean, I don't play much. Okay, this is one that Fantastic Dimensions said. I'm going to put in here too. I don't give a shit about the Star Wars RPG. A lot of people seem to give a shit, but I don't. I don't know if my players do in my real life thing, but I could care fucking less about it. I couldn't care less. It just doesn't seem interesting to me. The world seems just a mismatch of who cares. I don't know. Just don't care about the world. That's it. I just never want to play the RPGs at all. Don't care. I mean, I might, but just I prefer to play something like Firefly or Mass Effect or any other sci-fi. I just whatever. Mind you, I do love space sci-fi, and I mean, I was a fan of it as a kid, but nowadays I don't know. In my opinion, it's not like good. It's good, but it's not like that good. Anyway, um, originally I thought the idea of Shadowrun was dumb. When I first saw Shadowrun, I was like, "That's fucking stupid. How could this ever work?" Like, I sincerely, because I wasn't actually originally going to GM Shadowrun. Someone I know, my friend's friend, was going to run it online, and I was like, "Yeah, all right, sure, I'll play." Picked up the PDF, have it look, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I think I was going to be playing a mage, and we were playing a low-powered game as well, so our characters particularly sucked. But other than that, yeah, that's it really. I did later pick it up myself when I reread it, and I fell in love with it though. So try things more. Maybe I might like the Star Wars RPG. I don't think I'd like it for the Star Wars. Maybe the system is good. I don't know. I've never played it. Anyway, um, my real life group and myself used to be a bunch of dirty min maxers, and I was one of the worst. Um, I remember at one point in time, I legitimately wasn't a player because people were too afraid to DM for me because I could work the systems like a boss. I mean, I still can to this day. You give me a system, I can crunch that shit. I don't, I don't know. It's kind of like when we did an episode a while ago on like gaming theory or whatever, And it's basically the fact of I always try to do what is best. And if that means, I mean, at the time we were so new, like we didn't really role play. We just played the game like a war game because we were war gamers, and we just played like that. We didn't really role play much. I mean, we never really. In my in-game table, it's only quite recently, within the last year, that we've been role playing more heavily. We really use it as a medium just to have some fun, chat, you know. But recently, I've been pushing, and also they're all up for to really, become more role players than role players. And I mean, we've had just trying to get more realistic, with the characters and stuff, making the characters, not just static lines. And I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything more I can say about that, but I'm not proud of it. That's for sure. About being us all being dirty min maxers, like really hardcore gamers. And then we slowly went our way to simulationists when we started playing Shadowrun. But we didn't even didn't roleplay then. We were simulationist gamers. We were just trying to get the most accurate portrayal of the world while also having fun with playing the game, completing challenges and stuff like that. Not necessarily even caring about character arcs, because most of the time they were just, I'm a badass guy with a gun. I'm a badass guy with saber. I'm a badass guy with a fucking magic and shit. And it didn't really matter to us at all about the character itself. Maybe a few funny quirks that are dumb, but apart from that, not much. So in terms of tagging someone else, I've seen a few of these videos, and they basically tagged everyone I would tag. If you see this video and you want to do it, you have my direct permission that I tagged you. So if you want to be tagged, you're tagged. But what I might do is I might get the rest of the other guys from Something About Tabletop, Bluey and Hobo, to do it as well. Maybe. We'll see. I'll ask them, and they might see this. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is Something About Tabletop. Bye bye.